All right. So it's time for some 1348, guys. Let's go ahead and start making some money. Okay, we got a trade design down. And in this trade design down, the question is, are we below the 200? Do we have full confluence? It looks like we may have full confluence. The thing is, guys, we do not play market. We do not chase the candle. We catch the candle, baby. And so if we caught this candle, we have a 0.98 to 1. Damn near 1 to 1, right? And this is the reason why we don't chase candles and much rather play catch. If I was anticipating an entry to the downside, I would have placed an order to the downside to see if the candle would have filled, as opposed to just going market. Now, I can't go market, but you might get rejected through this band here, right? And there's just a whole lot of noise right here. We got the 200, we got Titan here. This is Titan 2XL, the band right there. Just a whole lot of consolidation. The market showed us what it's doing from the onset. Since 9:30 all the way up until 9:40 right now, waiting for that candle close, leading into 9:45. This is when we start making our decisions on when we will enter a trade. Right now, ES looks like hands off. Hence, we got the gray candles there. Trading is a game of patience. You have to let the market show you the cards is dealing, right? Traders get wrecked when they try to anticipate what the market is doing as opposed to reacting to what the market is doing. And it just really blows my mind because the nature of the trader is if they guess it right, they make more money. It really doesn't make much sense because even though you do guess it right, you don't last long enough. That's what she said. What we're going to do is we're just going to wait and build confluence. Okay. We're going to build confluence. Now, I like to trade NQ, guys. If you trade one instrument over another, stick to it. Do not be an instrument whore. Every instrument has its own cadence, has its own speed. ES feels like you're watching paint dry. It really freaking sucks. Like, we made $3 in 18 minutes. Not fun. With NQ, a little more fast paced allows me to enter the market, leave the market, go about my day, and play with myself. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. Whole lot of no action, and we are just gonna hang out. So, question time. The question is, quick question. What and when is the best way to size up and buy into your winners? Do you buy more at a level? Yes. That's it, right? You buy more at a level. That's usually what you would want to do. Usually what make the most sense is buying at a level because if you fail, the level becomes your stop. But since you're averaging up, you're always going to be able to protect your entry, right? You're always going to be able to protect your dollar cost average. That's the idea here. Buy more when you can protect your dollar cost average. Here we go. We got the band shifting here. This is a pinch, right? Doesn't really look all that great. We got trend tracker saying it's green. Game trend saying it's green. We had the entry there. And then we got thigh gap making a cameo here, right? This is for game trends. This is thigh gap reimagined and it's a beast. Anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to set a buy order. I'm just going to go ahead and buy 3 upon the break of that level there. Now, on the break of that level, there's a couple of targets. I could target the top of trend tracker here or come all the way up to that 9 to 1. Now, I'm not a greedy trader. I'm not a greedy trader. And that's another thing. When we create our trade, it's best to create it with a plan. That way you can let the plan execute and avoid your emotions from taking over. How many times you're in a trade? Okay, we got a fill here. I know where the candles have been previously, right? I mean, we could take profit here, or we could, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say, all right, I'm gonna sell right there. So that's my plan, and that is it. Now, how many times you're in a trade, it becomes a winning trade, and then you start doing this? Who is guilty of that? And so then when you do that, right? And then like the trade escapes you. You're like, damn it, if I just would have taken profit here, I would have made money. Right? Okay, so now I am not gonna go ahead and do 10, 15, 20 contracts here. 3, I'm playing small. We play small to win big. Got a great candle. We're gonna see what happens here, right? Now, if we go ahead and we break the 200, then my thesis is over. but I've traded small enough and allow myself to have a green day. When you trade small, it just really helps you, right? So you trade small, you get it wrong, and then boom, the trend hits. And so now you enter small, but then you're adding to the trade, just like the question was asked. When do you add to the trade? You added at levels. So as that's happening and they're trending, you're actually making money. But the only way you can make money, guys, is if you allow yourself to lose little. When you start losing big, it never works out, right? You start gambling, you start revenge trading, you start oversizing, you start losing some more, start losing your cool, start screaming at everybody but yourself. You blame everything. You blame your broker, blame your dog, blame your wife, right? You know, last night, God damn it, like what? She didn't give me her happy sauce, whatever that is. So I always go ahead and trade small enough so that I'm chilling. I know the type of drawdown I'm comfortable dealing with, right? And that's the thing with trading. You are going to have drawdown. How much drawdown would you allow or do you allow? Well, that's relative to your port size. If you have, for instance, a $10,000 port, then your max drawdown or what the max you should allow is about $100. Does it sound like you're going to get rich off of that, right? Because like, oh man, it's $100. So how much am I going to make on 1% compounded? It's only $100. Well, we're going to get to this in a second, right? Because 1% is the minimum, not the target. We'll talk about how we do that. Okay. So here we go. We're back at it. Looks like things are not really going my way, but they are. Trend trackers telling me we're still bullish. Game trends still telling me we're bullish, right? 2XL telling me we're bullish. The band is giving me a short-term signal down. We have the high gap above its neutral line here. So, we are in fact bullish. So I'm just sitting put. When you enter trade, you need to know what your one-to-one is so you could always be on the right side of mathematics. Guys, this is not about who's a great trader, who can read trends better. Fuck those guys. Yeah, sit on this candle, bitch. What we're talking about is mathematics. Anybody out there talking about like, hey, I got this system, this, that, and the other? It's just like, shut up. What is the system based on? Our system is based on averages and mathematics. That is it. So anyways, we're going to hang out here and see what happens. We are to be patient and not freak the fuck out. Now we're nice and zoomed in and we put things into perspective, right? Like $390, $405. I mean, who's doing this over, I don't know, 20 minutes? Anybody here got a job? Maybe if you're an accountant. Maybe you can pull that. Maybe you're an attorney, right? I know my attorney pay them before they even look at your fucking email. You could spam them. Nope. Pay me, bitch. Well, yeah. That's what we're trying to do here. Trying to get paid. There's a couple of things of note here. We have the top of trend tracker, which we could see how this candle hesitating as it's coming up, right? Now, I would love to see this. Ooh, we got a trade to sign up. Okay, see what patience does? Patience. Now we're up $1,000, boys and girls. I'm too fucking ugly to be a stripper, guys. I need this. We're making that money. Right, $1,300. You guys doubt me still? No, they shouldn't. Back to the chart here. Let's see that level once again. It's been stubborn, so I have to choose whether I want to take profit at this level or if it's gonna go ahead and come to my plan there. I have my options now because I have rules, and you know what? I'll just take that money. When you have a plan and then you have rules, things become easier. I had a plan, but we have a rule, and we know, right? Like, hey. You were up there. You tried once, you tried twice, it was a no-go. Let's not be greedy. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what ES is doing. Okay, ES. ES is here, looking like it's trying to hold on that level. It's trying to hold on this level. We got a trade design right here. I'll go ahead and buy. I'll buy, whatever. Right, we got a trade design right there. Where are we going to sell? At a 0.63. It was actually kind of shitty, honestly. I don't like to see a 1-to-1. But if we break above here, then yeah. But that's a 2.5 right there. So if we break above this space, I don't want to play around here, right? Because we have channel line here, and just above that, we have a level. So I would put my entry above that, away from everything, and then we're targeting the 3 to 1 there, right? Which gives me about a 2.46 to 1. Remember, we like to trade empty spaces. We like to see it wide open. Or bent over. And so nothing going on here until we get that fill there. No next trade for me, made 1.5% and done. I'm going to go back to NQ. I'm feeling adventurous today. There she goes. Look at her go. It's going right up to that level. I chased it. Yes, I did. But we're going right up to this level because we broke above that trend there. Let's go ahead. Put my sell order and let's go. Right there, just underneath that. Ta-da. There you go. Up $360, 375. That 375 would have me up over 1,000 on a day. You know what? When we get back up there, I'm taking my money and I'm out. Why? Because these streams don't pay me enough. I do not get any out of their super chats. I don't get super chat money, damn it. I gotta make money the hard way. Oh no. Get my ass handed to me right now. Like, I'm losing. It's 420, 345. No, we're good. Trend is up. Trend is up and trend is strong. But I only have 3 contracts. Oh yeah. That means I can start sizing in whenever I want. But I'm just gonna chill. Oh boy. I got filled on the ass. Okay. So let's see what happens here. The trend is still up. We're not going to freak out. There's 3 contracts in. I could, the thesis remains the same here, by the way, right? Because this is our entry. I could, in fact, just buy more. And so this is also the beauty, guys, of trading small, is that when you trade small, let's say your total allocation is 4 contracts. And let's say you enter with 1 contract but got a shitty fill. But then the market has some mercy on you. Comes back down, gives you a better price. You average in. Now, we're not buying the dip, we're averaging in our allocation where we're, being smart with it. Okay. What this also does is it makes your exit sooner in case it doesn't quite get to where it wants to go or where you want it to go. But that is the beauty of trading small. It's always trading smaller than your planned allocation. It just lets you add more, get a better price. And if the market's trending, of course, you're gonna make more money. Go ahead. See, it's even cheaper here. For now, I have 9. My max allocation, would I say that too about NQ? Yeah. We'll get to NQ in a second. I'm not really worried about what's going on here. This is small, guys. $1,600 is small. It's like nothing, right? That's how I want you guys to trade. Where you see yourself down like $60 and you're like, okay, that's nothing, right? But here we go. You have that level, you had that allocation, right? I added more because up to 20 contracts is the most I would allow myself to add when, I'm trying to get the best average fill. And what this is going to do is it also affords me an opportunity to exit the trade profitably sooner. Because the trade at this point is literally showing me like, hey, we got you beat up a little bit, right? So I got to plan my way out. I'm not just going to go ahead and realize a loss. But this is the beauty of trading small and allocating bit by bit. Because if I would have done a full 20 contracts, I would have been done. Oh my God, I would have been down at least $6, $7, $8,000, right? $2,400. That is still doable for me. I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to sell here. I'm going to modify and I'm going to change my order. Let me hit modify there. And we just let it do its thing. I want you guys to like really, really think about it, right? The times you have lost, It was because you were provoked by a candle. Let me talk to you for a second, right? So the candle is going up, right? And you're like, oh, it's going up, but you're so scared of losing, right? And so then the candle just starts going down. So you close your position and you close your position slightly red. Okay. And you're like, okay, now that's not bad. That's not bad. Right. Didn't lose too much money, right? And so then you go ahead and you jump on that candle down, and then that candle bounces. And that candle, once again, puts you slightly red. Yeah, you get where we're going with this, guys? It's called chop, right? You gotta make sure that but you're trading with a plan and you understand your trend to avoid that from happening because it's a domino effect. Once you let a candle seduce you or suck you in, then every candle is just going to have their way. And there's going to be a gangbang of candles just on your port. Taking $30 here, $40 there, $100 here. Right? All you had to do was sit tight. We're going to go back to ES here. So we're up $400, right? And I understand that in this trade, I was down significantly, right? I respect my money. I respect my system. I know that this thing's going to want to come back up here, right? It's going to want to. We're up, right? We turned a shitty situation into a profitable situation by making sure we didn't oversize from the onset. There you go. We're about to make another 1,400 bucks. Come on, let's go. That's the trend. I make it look easy, don't I? I make it look easy. Fuck it. I'll take that money. It's like, yeah, whatever. It came right back up there and then it just put back. So now let me go ahead and check out my homeboy NQ. Now, how are you doing, NQ? Because I stood in this trade too, but I wasn't adding to this trade very much. Now, I know I'm green on the day. I am green on the day, so I'm chilling. Now, what I can do, see what price is, sort of kind of like what I was doing with the S, but yes, I entered that trade profitable. Not freaking out. I know where the trend's going. It's a controlled, it's controlled chaos, if you will, guys. That's what this is. It's controlled chaos. So here we go. Down $3,000 on this trade. The trend is still up. I'm in six. I am in six, guys. I could very well just pump 20 right now and absolutely get out of this trade and be green, right? But I'm not. What we're going to do, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start scaling in, right? Scaling into my max allocation, right? Now we're 9 contracts in. I'm going to scale into my max allocation. We're green as fuck today, or we should be, right? And I'm planning to get out of this trade. Okay. I've been in the trade long enough. It hasn't been fruitful, hasn't yielded any results or anything that I feel is worth my time. Remember, guys, I want to be in the market. I want to make my money. I want to get the hell out. I want to go home. I don't want to hang out. I don't want to stay in the market. I don't want to leave my money in the market. I don't want to do any of that. Okay. I want to make my money. I want to be done. I want to go home. We turned a bad situation into a not so bad situation. We know where this thing wants to go. We just need a nice little pop there, and life is good, and I'll be happy. And I'll be happy. All right. So that's what we're gonna wait for. You just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Well, I get you right here. All right. Just get the hell out of there. I would have a green day and I'm out, not being greedy. Here we go. I have all I have, ooh, there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm down 240. We were down a significant amount, right? I just need that pop and a close. That's going to be about another $500, maybe $800, and we're done. Let me zoom on in. We're zooming on in. What a profitable morning and having a lot of fun doing it. There you go. That's a nice $1,000. Come on, Phil, done. This is how we do it, boys and girls. This is 1348. This is me. I'm a trader. This is what we do here. You guys see me do it time and time and time again. And guess what, guys? I get to go home. And so do you. We made our money. Don't be greedy. It's been a good time. I love you all. Signing out. Peace. But just, and then it prompts you. Sure you want to leave the fucking webinar? Yeah, peace.